Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So straight into the action. Played out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Pulisic, is probably the best of the American talent that's emerged in recent years. A real phenomenon in his youthful years, breaking all sorts of records. And he then went on to establish himself as a top-class wide player, moving to Europe at such a young age. He's only going to get better from here.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Ahmad, he won't be happy with that one. Well, that is one way to stop him. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Maciej Cunha, Šeško, Pavlovic. That has not gone well. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Rafael Leao. Spread to the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Shaw wins the duel this time. They've played it short. Now it's Pulisic. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Hops for safety. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pulisic. The muscular approach does pay off here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Rafael Leao. Maciej Cunha. Nicely spread. Now it's Ahmad. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That has been slung wide. Oh, well played, well played. Now, this could be a chance. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Ricci. Pulisic. Batasagi. He has a look up. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? This time, surely! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Great defending, strong and determined. Maciej Cunha. Casemiro. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Mazraoui.
Manchester United can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Salamanca's, here's onto this. That looks a good ball through. Modric. Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rabiot. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he thumps it clear. Good effort from distance. Cross goes in there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Here's Rafael Leao. Pulisic. Now it's Rabiot. Can he get it through? Davinta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Pulisic. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's made its way to Rafael Leao! And a terrific set. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Manchester United go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Manchester United are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Modric. And it's Modric. Rafael Leao. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Now it's Selmakers. That has ended up in no man's land. Davinta. And here's Salamakers. Ugarte. That ball looks a good one. He's got away. That is a brilliant interception. Manchester United are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Ahmad is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and...
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And here's Salamakas.
That was lovely, that.
That's a delicate pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That has been cut short. And here's Rafael Leao. And he's got away from him. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
That is good alertness. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And here's Ahmad, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, important interception. Pavlovic. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Distributed tidily. Looking to play him in. And the through ball. Great chance! And there's a goal! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Substitutions taking place.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Casemiro, pass somewhat off target. He's in a great position here. Aims beyond the defence. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Rafael Leao. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ahmad. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's worked it through. Now there's a fine ball. I'll try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
De Winter. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Knocks it into space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Šeško. And here's Rafael Leao. And the shot's on here. Shot could be on. Pings it across. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Nicely weighted ball. Šeško, given the lift of his goal. Over to the right flank. Diallo has it out wide and in space. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Pavlovic gets across to intercept that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's looking wide. Now, can they get him away? Shaw has it in a wide position. Ricci tries to clear. And the number on the board is 3. They have held on just. Manchester United can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional